Okay, party people. I'm waiting for my guest, Mr. Housing. Today, what we're going to be doing is filling out a subject to contract. It's Chris Haskins with the realestateroundup.com. Good day, greetings, class. Greetings, class. I've got a coaching client coming online here with me in a few moments. We're going to be filling out a subject to contract. What is subject to? I'm glad you asked. You got to have the paperwork. We're going to go in and take over the payments for the homeowner, take over the loan payments from the seller, make those payments for as long as the life of the loan. Hey,
Oh,
you
there you
guys?
go.
Okay. Yeah, sorry about that. For the life of the loan. So, Dania, Oliver, let's
Yes.
do this.
Yes.
So you saying, yeah, don't forget a real quick note. Monday, you gonna be with us? I got this attorney just won this big ass lawsuit against an investor.
Right.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna listen in on that.
It's something, man. She called me up about a month ago and told me the story, but we're trying to get it to where she saved your butt and my butt, so we don't go through that same problem, right?
Right.
All right,
Hey,
let's do this. Let's do this. Anybody got any questions? I'm gonna go ahead and open this thing up on the side so we can answer questions at the end, and let's get rolling, Oliver. So the subject to contract, I'm gonna bring it up. What I got right here. Let me know when you can see
okay.
my screen, Oliver.
All right.
Okay.
Not yet.
Okay. Nothing yet, just you.
All right. Let me see. Share screen.
Okay. I think I see it. Yeah, we
Present
see
Okay.
it
to
now.
everyone. Okay, cool. You see the purchase contract. That's the same one I gave you. All right, great. So we got the standard. You with me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, great. Standard agreement of contract. Owner of record. The reason we use owner of record because we don't really know who the hell's on title, right? I mean, she may tell
Okay.
you she's on title, but I got sick and tired of typing in people's names. And then a couple of days later, I got to go back to the seller, get a new person's name on there. So with this owner of record, it's done. You don't got to worry about it.
Okay.
Okay.
So I forgot to ask you, who is the buyer on this deal? Are your
Well, we
company not?
got one suspect.
No, no,
Yeah,
no.
we
I'm
got
talking
some.
about. I'm talking about right now. You're the buyer, but what I need to know. We're not. I'm not talking about who is your end buyer, but who is the buyer for you in your name? Is your company
I guess
name? Is it your name?
our company
Yeah.
name.
Yes. That's how
Yes.
it is.
Oh, give me that.
Yeah.
Is
That's the housing.
that LLC?
Mr. House LLC.
LLC. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What is that, by the way? Where did I get that name? It's
You
the
said
last
what
name.
is that?
Is
That's
it the
our
last
last
name?
name.
Okay, great. All
Yeah.
right. So, whereas good consideration, both parties mutually agree, and this is for our viewers. We're filling out a subject to purchase agreement. So here's the address here. Did I get that right? Rockford? Did I do that right?
Oxford.
Oxford.
Yep.
Yes. Oxford.
Oh, Oxford.
Yes.
548 Oxford
It's like
Street.
we can see your screen,
Is
your
it too
share screen,
small?
but it's so tiny on this phone.
Oh, you can't. Okay, you're on the phone. All right, don't worry about it. I'm gonna read it to you. Is it? Let me pull up the mortgage statement, guys. I'm sorry. I got the mortgage statement right here. Do you have one screen or two? I'm sorry. Are you seeing two of my screens or just one screen?
Just one
Just one
screen.
screen.
Okay, great. All right. I don't want you to see them. I got two hooked up here. So
Other one on the computer. All right.
let me find that mortgage statement real quick so I can make sure the address. I got it right. This is cool.
Curious whether if I do it this way, if I can see better.
Oh, okay. That's you.
Turn on side. 948 Oxford Street.
Yes.
Gotcha. 948 Oxford Street. Elhart. Is it Elhart or Elkhart?
Elkhart.
Elkhart.
Elkhart. Okay. 46516. All right. Elkhart. Okay, that's that. You gave me the parcel number. If you can see there, that's going to be our tax ID, and you can change that if you have to later, including
Okay.
Okay.
but not limited to the following. And you have your paperwork there. Range hot water heater. We're going to be getting everything in this house, correct?
Correct.
Correct. Yeah.
All right. Buyer agrees to pay. Remember, number two, $500. We don't know what she can pay, but I have had a judge say that a subject to agreement is one-sided, and you got all this value, right? The house, without giving the seller anything. So we'll just leave that at $500 for now. Is that okay?
That's okay.
Okay.
You can always change it, guys. I mean, nothing's set in stone. If your end buyer didn't have but so much to put down, people are flexible when it comes to this. All right, so we got our earnest money, $100, and you're gonna fill in your escrow company there.
Correct.
Gotcha. All right, so you put whatever title company you want to use there. Obviously, you're not gonna be using mine. Now, here's where the magic happens. We're taking the loan is the approximate loan balance is 38,000 because I've got your. Here is our seller's mortgage statement. And we know that she owes, if you look right here, she owes 38,000.
Okay.
And we got this loan, we got this mortgage statement from the lender because they already filled out the authorization. Right?
Right.
And if you keep going down,
Right.
you'll see $400 here. $400 payable on delivery by cash, certified, or bank check at closing. So what you're gonna do is whoever your end buyer is, you're gonna just delineate. I'm sorry?
Okay.
You guys got a question?
No, not at this time. My wife, she had to get up and.
Oh, go ahead. Okay. So $400
Yeah.
here.
Okay.
Oliver, you got 400 left because you gave her 100 down at the earnest money. You got it?
Got it. $400.
And if you look at you, my goal is for you to have no money out of your pocket. If you look at this $100 on the earnest money, if you read it, it say to be held as a note by the escrow agent. So you don't even have to put that $100 down too. I'll give you something called a note we give to the title company because I don't want you to have no money out of your pocket.
Okay.
You got me?
That's great.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so it's like a promissory thing.
Promissory note? Yes, sir. I promise to give you $100.
Okay.
Any questions on that?
Nope, not at all.
All right.
Yep, I'm probably pretty good. So.
Okay, cool. The seller wants you did all this stuff down here is just basically basic legal jargon that I've got. They're gonna warranty that they have clear and marketable title. You're buying it as is, right?
Yes.
They're not gonna do any work to it. All this stuff here. Now,
No,
access.
we letting the
end buyer do it.
What'd you say?
We letting the end buyer do it.
The end buyer is gonna. Oh, as is. I'm
think-
talking about the condition of the house.
Yeah, we're buying it as is.
Okay. All right. Cool. So the very last thing, really, guys, is termite. You can the buyer number 5. Buyer shall pay for report. That's up to you if you want to do it. You don't have to. I mean, we can deal with it after she signs it. And usually, the closing date here, I put 60 days out. Number 6, the parties agree to transfer title on 60 days. We'll say July 5th, August. We'll say September.
Okay. So she needs to be moved out by then.
September. Let me look at my calendar here. Make sure that's. Good Lord. So we'll do 2 months out. July, August, September. All right, September 4th.
September. Okay.
That's to give us 60 days.
All right.
2018. Be able to get this thing done in that time. And you don't want any more loan payments accruing, making that go up.
Right.
Because your thing already says here that she is 3,300 in arrears. But the payment on this thing, just for our viewers, is you got a smoking payment, dude, at $388. Just a smoking payment, Oliver.
Right, that is good. So
All right.
400.
Yeah, if you can't afford that, man, you need to. Whew. Okay, 7 and 8, all that stuff is just legal stuff. And buyer and seller agree that the property will remain in current condition. I mean, number 8 at the bottom down there, you do what you can. You know, the lady can't afford but so much. So Number 9,
Right.
if all persons don't sign this before, I usually give people, well, since we want her to sign this thing now, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and you're gonna go over there, what, in a couple of days? I'll put July 8th.
Yep.
I'm gonna email you this so you'll have it. That way you just change it whatever you want. Owner of record, print her name here, and then let her sign right there, and then you put write your company name in there and sign at the bottom, and put your buyer just change that out for your address, whatever you got, and you're done. That's it.
Okay.
You are freaking done.
You fill out right here too, right?
Any other questions on that? Then I mean, it's really not that simple. It's just a few magic words you gotta have.
Right. So we have a separate one for us for the end buyer then.
Yes, yes,
Once
you
we
have a separate one because you're gonna assign this contract, right?
right.
And your end
Okay.
buyer, say he's got
And
$5,000. He's gonna come in. You're gonna show him that 3,300. You're gonna show him this agreement here for 500, so he can decide how he wants to break all that down. Hopefully, we want to at least get you 2,500 out of this deal.
Okay.
The smoking thing with this is the payment. So what I would say I think we should do is try to get a down payment. I don't really want you. I mean, do you want to stay in it for the monthly payment, or what do you want to do?
Oh, that's my idea I was thinking about. One of the things I would like would be could be a long-term payment if we got extra 150 a month out of it. But then of course we'd be obligated, or if we want to do a lease option or long-term. I mean that'd be maybe more riskier than that way, but
I mean, I don't mind the cash flow, so
yeah.
I mean, cash flow is good. I really would consider it, you know.
If
So
we
you would prefer the cash flow as to getting a larger down payment because it's going to be challenging to get both.
Mm,
Because the problem is you want to pass on as much value as you can, guys.
okay.
You're squeezing out if there's no room for if the monthly payment is at market 650 or whatever. What is do we know what the market rent is? Did we look at that?
I looked it up.
for rental it might be between 650 for that house for that 2 bedroom,
Right.
and
200
ARV might be around maybe 55
fixed
or
up.
50.
Fixed up, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well we
It's
know
got
that
to
ain't gonna
take
hit.
And some of them go a little, just a tiny bit more around that neighborhood,
in that
but
neighborhood. Yeah.
but
So,
at least 50, 55 be as a nice medium.
but the
Yeah, but we ain't putting no
problem
money
is
in.
to fix it up.
Yeah, you
Because
ain't doing.
it's gonna need at least 10,000, probably more than that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you want to do when you out there in the streets, man. You want people to look at you like I'm a bringer of value. I bring value to people. I help people out. So I would, to me, if I'm looking at this, is I don't know if I want to squeeze people on that $100 a month as opposed to saying, look, you got a smoker at 388, just give me 2 grand and I'm gone.
Okay.
But
And
we
then
can,
there's that.
And let them be able, let the documents be able to connect them to do what they need to do.
yeah, we'll just hook them up and you just gone out of the deal. Yeah. That way they're
Okay.
responsible
Okay.
for the payments and they're responsible for the upkeep and because you don't want to be involved at all, right? You don't want to stay in the middle of it, do you?
Um, I guess not.
Well,
We
it's
heard
up to
some
you.
investors do probably the sandwich deal. Some do.
Yeah.
I don't know. And they'll do that. Maybe they'll do like a lease option thing. Maybe give them 2 years and option it out. Try to have a buyer qualify to get a loan to get in their name or whatever.
Well, you have to make that
Um,
decision, brother Oliver. You got to make that decision. I mean, I can show you how to do any of them. If you want to you stay in it and just do a lease option. But that way, when you're doing
okay.
that, you're the one that's being responsible for making the payment.
Right. Okay.
It ain't like, you got to make
So
sure that the mortgage payment gets paid. But if you just get in there and just wholesale it off, and you gone down the street.
right. Okay.
But just think about,
Well, wholesaling it, if a lot of people might not have the money, it depends if you find the right investor, but if someone wants to make payments, because a lot of people here are willing to make payments,
what do you mean?
you
You
know.
talking about just wholesaling the sub two contract, just getting a down payment,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
That's what you were talking about?
Oh,
Okay. So
okay.
pretty much the down payment pretty much would be our wholesale assignment fee, pretty
There you
much
go.
within
There you
that.
go. You got it. So you get 5 grand, right? You take 2 of that, put it towards this 3, the 3 that she owes, and you keep the 3, and you gone.
Okay. Well,
Now, I'm not saying I don't want you to, I'm just here to give you options, dude. I don't, don't take it like I think you should do that. I'm just saying I want you to do. You tell me how you want to do it, and then we figure it out together.
Okay, now if we do decide to stay in the middle and do the cash flow, what would something like that look like with these type of numbers we dealing with?
Gotcha. Good question. Well, if you take the cat, let's say it's for let's round up $400, right? Let's say you rent it you do a lease option for $550 a month, and to me, it might be challenging to get a big 5,000 and get $600 a month. It's kind of a lot of cash outlay with the condition of the property. So
right.
you would have to take a lesser. Say somebody has 2 grand, but you'll take 600 a month. With a small down payment, you'll take a portion of that, put it on that loan, and then keep the rest of it. But you'll get your money over time with the $200 a month cash flow. And still having that kind of, you're still gonna have to, you're gonna have to discuss with your end buyer how we're gonna bring the loan current, or just leave it 3 months behind. I've done that too. I got loans that are just 3 months behind. They just stay 3 months behind indefinitely. I mean, you can, there is nothing illegal for keeping a loan in arrears. I mean, you do not have to bring a loan current.
Okay.
Ironic as it sounds, and it might take a while to sink in, but shit, there's nobody that's gonna make you bring it current.
I see. Okay.
So y'all
Unless
make a
they end up
decision.
structuring it through an escrow or something. I
We
don't know
can.
how they do. They don't do that, where they can add arrears to the mortgage and get it out
Yeah.
that way.
You could do a forbearance, something like that. Yeah, to where from what it sounds like. Remember that conversation we had? Sounds like they already did all that and put it on her end, didn't they?
Oh, okay.
That's what it sounds like because they modified it for her
Okay.
already.
They did. It sounds like they did a forbearance, but to me, if you put 1,000 down, say you get two, it all depends on the market. Let's get the contract filled out.
Okay.
Then we'll do some research on Craigslist and do some research on listings up there to see what type of renter owns, because we're going to just search renter owns, owner finance on Craigslist. That's how we determine what type of down payments are being offered in your area. It's real simple. Go to Craigslist, just type in renter owns.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Good talking to
Appreciate
y'all.
it.
Any questions from our viewers? We got a bunch of people watching here. No questions. Everybody knows how to do all this stuff.
Okay, this may seem like a silly question, but I'm gonna ask it anyway.
You got it.
Okay, the question was on number 6. Okay, this closing part, this is if we are trying to do just a wholesale this type of contract, right? This
Okay.
that date for the closing transfer of the title, that's not for if we trying to stay in the middle.
What number 6?
Mm-hmm.
1 second. Let me
You
pull
said
it up.
parties agreed
Yeah,
to
transfer
transfer
the title.
title, 60 days, pretty much what you was telling us.
Okay.
Uh-oh,
Y'all
somebody's
blown
trying
up.
to call us on the business line. All right. Sorry about that, guys. We got like
Okay.
3 different things going on for the business line. Sorry, guys.
You good? Okay. Don't worry about it.
Can
Now,
you
number
hear us
6
now?
here. I do hear you loud and clear. Number
Uh-oh.
6, right? The
The
party.
volume just went down
You hear me at all?
just because somebody tried to call in.
All right. Is it back up?
Can you hear?
I hear you loud and clear.
Okay, now we can hear you better.
All right.
Okay.
Let me go here. So we want number 6, right? Parties agree to transfer title on the date. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes. How's that work?
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, that's why
Yes,
we
that's
had.
what I'm talking about. Yeah, if you could explain that out, how that works with a sub two,
Well, it's
because I know
pretty
how
much.
it works traditionally, but I didn't know how it works with a sub two.
Well, with this one, all we're gonna do it's gonna be exactly the same. You're gonna go to closing. Your buyer's gonna bring the money in to close it out. He's gonna close his side, and he's probably gonna have to close the seller side too. But there is no difference in the closing with a subject to or wholesale or regular deal. It's all the same. But you
So
see, we
will
like
that
to.
be in his name?
Hmm?
Will it be in that the end buyer's name, or will it be in the seller's name?
In the end buyer's name, yeah, we don't have the assignment agreement typed up yet because we don't know who the end buyer will be.
Okay.
Okay.
But if you look here, it says the date, and remember, I put this sneaky one in here, or as soon as proper documentation can be provided. So that gives you another 2 months in the legal world. It doesn't have to be on the 4th. But it's the same closing. However, there is no difference when it comes to, let me see, stop screen share. There is no difference when it comes to closing. You're gonna go to closing, he's gonna come in, bring the money, close it out. Only difference is you're not paying off the loan.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not
And
that
pretty
different.
much the title company just take care of everything else to make sure that they held responsible
That's
to
right.
make their payments.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Now,
okay. I
well,
feel
no,
a little
no.
bit better with that.
No,
That's
the
what I was
title
wondering.
company, there is no
No.
guarantee. No, no, no. The title company, you'll get some. I have some other disclosures that I'm going to give you that lets them know that they're keeping the loan in their name. There is no, like, as you would say, what happens if your end buyer doesn't make the loan payments? Just doesn't make
Right.
the payments. It just doesn't. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing you can do. There's nothing she can do to make them make the payments. Nothing you can do.
Okay.
So, and yeah, it sounds like a big deal, but they'll make the payments. If they do, if they don't, then they lose their house.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Anything else?
Okay. I think that's it for now.
Any viewers type in questions? I see we got a bunch of people watching. Y'all, maybe I ain't doing this right. Nobody got a question on filling out a subject to contract. Nobody got it. Everybody's good. I'm live. Video. Okay, that's it. All right, guys. I'm gonna email you this contract, and then we'll go meet with the seller, see how she's gonna move.
Okay.
All right.
And
So
we'll be contacting you on some other questions too.
Okay, that's
yeah.
cool. I'll be around. Go have that
All right.
Okay.
conversation. Oliver, you need to have that conversation, dog. You need to go over there and bring the pain.
Right. Well,
I know you
today I
don't
didn't have a
want to.
chance to.
Huh?
Happens now. So
Do you feel funny going to talk to her? Is she like a grand? Is she like a? Are you feel
no,
emotional?
no, not at all. I just had, by me working nights and having other things I'll be doing too. But
Okay.
I'm gonna do this soon after this conversation. We'll go
Okay.
ahead and get real quick.
All right, bro.
Yeah.
Good talking to y'all.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks
Thank
a lot,
you.
Chris.
God bless. Bye.
Appreciate it a lot. Thank you.
Yep.